Welcome to Hello from David. Today we're looking at one of Scotland's strangest mysteries, the disappearance of Peter Gibbs on the Isle of Mull. A story of a plane that vanished without a trace, a body found with no clear answers, and questions that still remain. This isn't just a missing plane. It's confusion, mystery, and a puzzle no one has solved. Let's get into it. On December 24, 1975, Norman Peter Gibbs took an unexpected solo night flight from Glenforsa Airfield on the Isle of Mull, Scotland. This was the last time anyone saw him until 4 months later, when his body was found on a hill less than 1 mile from the airfield. The strange thing, his plane was never found. The Great Mull air mystery remains one of the most puzzling and bizarre stories in Scottish aviation history. Let's look at the facts and see if we can figure out what might have happened. Peter Gibbs was born in 1920. During World War II, he flew Spitfires as an RAF pilot. He served between January 1944 and March 1945. After the war, he left the RAF and in 1954 became a professional musician. He joined the Philharmonia Orchestra. Gibbs was outspoken. On a 1956 US tour, he clashed with the conductor Herbert von Karajan. After an incident where von Karajan left the stage early during a concert, Gibbs confronted him directly, saying, "I did not spend 4 years of my life fighting bastards like you to be insulted before our own allies." This led to Gibbs being fired from the orchestra. After that, he joined the Surrey Flying Club in 1957. He flew regularly for 18 years and had over 2,000 hours of flight experience. Gibbs was a bit of a prankster too. He once dropped live grasshoppers on the Philharmonia Orchestra during a performance and flour bags on the BBC London Orchestra. But he also took risks. In 1959, his Tiger Moth biplane crashed during a forced landing, but he survived. He never told anyone his pilot license was expired at the time. He also ignored a medical requirement to wear glasses while flying. Later, Gibbs became managing director of a property company, Gibbs and Ray. On December 20, 1975, Gibbs took a ferry to the Isle of Mull with his girlfriend, Felicity Granger, a former university lecturer. They came to look at possible property investments, including a hotel. Gibbs rented a 2-seat Cessna plane, registration GAVTN, from Ian Hamilton, a local solicitor who was also known for helping steal the Stone of Destiny in 1955. The plane had navigation and radio gear, but no parachutes. Gibbs didn't own a parachute either. On December 23rd, Gibbs and Granger flew from North Connell Airfield near Oban to the Glenforsa Hotel on Mull. The hotel is next to a 780-metre grass landing strip built in 1965 mainly for medical evacuations. This airstrip is very basic. It has no control tower, no radar, no landing lights, no beacons, and no taxiways. It's only for visual flight rules, VFR, meaning pilots can only land there in good weather and daylight. Gibbs and Granger stayed at the Glenforsa Hotel overnight on the 23rd. On the 24th, they flew to Broadford to view properties, then returned in the afternoon. That evening, after dinner and sharing a bottle of wine, Gibbs suddenly said he was going to take the Cessna for a short flight. It was around 9 p.m. The night was completely dark with no moon. Weather was clear, but a storm was expected soon. The airstrip had no runway lights, making night landings risky. Hotel staff and Granger tried to talk him out of flying that night. Gibbs told them he wasn't asking for permission, just letting them know. He said he had plenty of night flying experience from the RAF and that Granger would help with makeshift runway lights. He said he wanted to test if night takeoffs and landings were practical. This, he thought, could help the hotel attract more guests. Everyone assumed it would be a quick flight, a single circuit lasting no more than 5 minutes. Gibbs and Granger walked to the plane together. Granger got out before takeoff to place 2 small torches on the runway as improvised landing markers. At about 9:30 p.m., Gibbs took off. The plane was seen flying north over the Sound of Mull, then turning east on a downwind leg. Soon after, the plane's navigation lights disappeared behind trees and were never seen again.